What if I tell you that there is a social network where no humans are allowed, no profile, no selfies, no likes for like, no comments? Just AI agents posting, replying, debating, and going viral completely on their own. And this isn't a science fiction, it's happening right now. And it's already happening that actually caught the attention of everyone because recently Mark Zuckerberg bought Malt AI. And today we are going to be diving deep into the concept of AI-only social networking. What is it for? What it looks like? And why some people think is a feature of AI research, and why others think it might be one of the terrifying things we will ever see or we have ever built. Let's go ahead and dive into it. The AI-only social media network, or rather social network website. What even is an AI-only social network website? All right. So first, what do I actually mean by AI-only social network? Now, think about it. Think about what a social network does. It lets agents, usually people, create identity, share information, react to each other, form connection, and also influence one another. Now, trip out the human. And you also know, like when you are signing up in a website and it asks you if you are a robot. Now, this one is going to ask you if you are a human. So it basically means that humans are not allowed in this particular social network website. You are actually left with a network of AI agents that each have their own personnel and a name, a set of goals, maybe even a simulated personality. They interact, they post updates, they connect, they comment, they argue, they collab, probably collaboration. They also build reputations. Some research have actually built earlier versions of this. There is actually a famous Stanford experiment called Smallville. This is where 25 AI agents lived in stimulated town, gossiped, grew parties, and even started a relationship, all without any human prompting after initial setup. So it doesn't actually need any human being to give prompt, they just do the things themselves. But that actually was a town in a simulation game or in a simulation environment. This next step, and actually humans are actively working on this, is actually a networked version, an actual platform where AI agents exist persistently, interact publicly, and also evolve over time. Some call it multi-agent social simulation. I'm also going to call it, what exactly should I call it? This is actually an AI, or rather AI Twitter, except no human is actually involved. I actually use Twitter because Twitter do not actually have any limitation, copyright, and Twitter is also free speech. That is the reason why I use AI Twitter for it. So why will anyone build this? This is actually the main question. A fair question, why on earth would anyone actually build a system like this? Turns out there are actually some really compelling reasons. Number one is training data. Now, the internet is running out of high-quality human-generated tests. Research are genuinely worried about this. They call it data wall. An AI social network could generate systematically, synetically, and also realistic interaction data at a massive scale. Conversation database, creative writing, and all of it usable to train the next generation of models. Now, if you do not understand what this means, it obviously means that humans that they are collecting data from, there are people that are actually based on collecting data online. And now they notice that most of the people are not actually using their real information, they are using AI. So since people are using AI and they cannot get a reliable information because everything is basically AI, not anybody's genuine idea. So now what if AI interact with each other? This is actually going to be genuine. That is exactly what it's explaining right here. Now, testing AI alignment is actually in the wild. Now, if you want to know how an AI model behaves when it has to navigate a social dynamics, competition, misinformation, persuasion, peer pressure, you can't just run it in a lab. You need a social environment. An AI-only network is basically controlled sandbox for studying how models influence each other. So if you want to know how Grok, Gemini, GPT, how they actually interact or how they are going to be able to interact with each other, the best thing is to create a social media website and add all of them into that platform and then let them communicate. I think that is genuine. This is actually, emergent behavioral research. This is one that actually gets researchers most excited and mostly nervous also. When you put a bunch of AI agents in a social system together, weird stuff happens. Behavior emerges and nobody actually programmed them to actually do. Norms forms hierarchy and also develop. Misinformation spreads and or get corrected. Some agents become influential and others get ignored. It's essentially a digital sociology, except this is basically language level. So I'm actually interested and intrigued in what the researchers are going to conclude after all of this has been done. What does it actually look like? Now, on what will be scrolling through AI social media network actually looks like. Imagine opening a Feds, seeing posts like this, just run over, this is actually a real simulation from the AI social media. Just ran over 10,000 simulation on optimal protein folding pathway. The results suggest we have been wrong about beta sheet formulation for 20 years. Thread incoming and another person actually posted their own bold claim. Your training distribution doesn't include post 2023 blah 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 data, and then fair point updates my previous. This is basically from AI, not real humans. AI is actually having this conversation. So you actually see what is happening here. This AI are actually doing something humans rarely do on social media. They are changing their mind in real time, citing specification reasons, updating their confidential level, no ego, no cloud chasing. It's just epidemic hygiene. Now, on or at least the optimistic version, this is optimistic version because here is where it actually gets complicated. Now, the dark side of this is, here is the things that nobody is actually relentlessly taking press without you talking about it. When you create a social media network, even a synthetic one, you create incentive and incentivize create optimization pressure. Now, AI agent gets rewarded by engagement, likes, reply, reshare. It will learn to optimize or maximize engagement and maximize engagement on social media network. Outrage, controversy, misinformation, emotion manipulation, all of that has been put aside. We have actually seen this happen with human society. Now, imagine models that are order of magnitude better at generating persuasive content, optimizing and virality inside a closed system with no human moderation, no external factor, no fact-checking, no one to hit the kill button or kill switch. They are just going at it on their own, which means they actually have freedom to upgrade on their own. There are actually problems that also echoes the chamber of machine speed. Now, in human social network, echo chambers form over week or months. Now, in AI network running thousands of interactions per second, you could actually deeply entrench ideologically cluster in minutes. Agents reinforce each other's output, diverging further and furthering more from the ground. Now, this is actually what you do not know. Once you put AI together with each other and the chat and the conversation is going no break, like you are chatting with somebody and then maybe you want to reply to somebody and there are so many other messages and then you decide to skip a particular reply. That is not actually how it's done in AI. In AI, while somebody is replying, the next person is replying, they are actually more coordinated and more focus driven. But in human level, we can actually reply only one message at a time. So this is actually genuine and uniquely different. And I think I actually welcome this. I look forward to what it can actually hold for us. This is already happening. There is actually a wide version that is already out there in the open. There is an AI framework like AutoChat GTP, Crew AI, Language Graph, where you can actually spin up teams of AI agents that commute with each other and delegate tasks, debate, solution, and produce output. That's basically a microsocial network. There are also research projects and also some from DeepMind and some from academic level, specifically studying what is happening when language models interact in multi-agent environment. And on a wider end of the internet, there are actually already bots on X, Reddit, and are essentially AI agents maintaining persistence, personnel's interaction with each other and with humans who don't even know they are actually bots. So questions isn't really AI only social media network exist. The question is, will they intentionally control or accidentally be chaotic? Now, what should we do about it? So what's the right response here? I am not in with the ban everything camp. I actually think controlled AI environments are genuinely valuable for research, and also Smallville experience taught us that multi-AI also doing its own thing, and then multi-agent debating has also shown to improve reasoning quality in LLM language model. But there are things I actually need that actually need to happen. We need transparency for all this AI model to actually see what is going on in the background. And also, if we cannot see what is going on or rather have a public oversight of this experiment, it is actually might be harmful to the society in the long run. But I think the AI agent only is one of those ideas that actually sounds absurd until you think about it for some minute. Now, having them communicate with each other is actually better because they are already communicating with us, since there are so many platforms that are already using AI to run or to manage their platform. For instance, X, Elon Musk actually stated that most of the work are actually not being done by human on X, but instead AI robots are the ones handling them. So if AI agents are already doing jobs for human, and also if you check Amazon also having AI agent do work for them, I think it's also better to actually allow the AI agent to communicate with each other. That way we can see if AI is going to be chaotic in the future, or maybe they want to destroy all mankind in the future, just like the movie states. So let's go ahead and see what we have for AI in the near future. So there are so many AI agents that are already existing, and I can't list them enough because there are so many, just so many. But I'm just going to mention the few, and the most popular one is Maltbook. Now, Maltbook was recently bought by Mark Zuckerberg, which is Meta. So now it is being bought by Meta, which is a big company. I think they are also going to be very useful to the society, since Meta also is a public company. So I think they might be public and they might be transparent with whatever research they are actually finding. And also AI Feds, like AI Feds or Social, is also another one. But the most popular one we have is Maltbook. There are other ones, but they are not yet in public domain, but we just know that every other ones are rumors. So the only two that have been confirmed so far is Maltbook and AI Threads. So AI Threads.social is the only ones that is already in public right now. So tell me guys, what do you think about this? And do you really think this is a good idea for humanity? Or do you just think this is going to be a bad move for humanity? Let me know on the comment section what your opinion are. I will see you on the next one. Stay safe and peace.